Hey guys, welcome to the new section. So in this section, I'll be teaching you on how you can build a team to manage your Fiverr account and how you can delegate tasks as well. Because if you want to grow, you need to have a team. And also I'll be showing you how you can automate the Fiverr. So I'll be showing you my example, and the following lectures will be very useful because I'll guide you on step by step on how you can build a team. So in this lecture, I will start showing you how you can hire a first VA. VA is a virtual assistant. So I'll be showing you in my example how I got started hiring VA, how she was able to help me, and how you can build that relationship. So before you get started on hiring people, you need to really break down on your tasks. So you need to have a list of tasks which you're doing every single day, and you need to make sure you have a time. So for example, let's say inbox takes 2 hours of your day. So you need to measure that. You need to put inbox messages 2 hours of your day. Then for example, order messages. Order messages could take you, let's say, 1 hour and a half, for example. So you have to write that. Then let's say, depending on what kind of services you offer, you need to list the task according to that. So let's say, for example, collecting all the information from the new orders takes like 3 hours per day, right? So you have to list that. When you have a proper list of all the things that you're doing every single day on Fiverr and basically sorting all the things, then you can start hiring people. So then you can go and say, for example, okay, can you help me? And you need to do that. So because if you don't have that ID, if you don't have that proper list, it's going to be a mess. You're going to hire a VA and you're going to tell her, oh, can you manage please this? Can you help me with that? And she doesn't know what Fiverr is. She doesn't know how to properly. So you have to be very straight at the beginning and exactly be teaching on how to do certain things. So let's take a look on how we can start hiring first VA. So I have used Upwork. Upwork is another freelancing platform, as you know, and I suggest to try and go on Upwork because first, it's a proven method. I was able to hire actually Nina, you can see her right now here, and I was able to find her there, and then we started to create that connection, we started to talk, and then eventually I was able to build a team. And if you see my YouTube channel, you will see those videos on how I traveled to Philippines and was able to build a team there. So very important, Upwork, when you're gonna search for criteria of freelancers, so you can go, for example, on find freelancers, right? And right now Upwork has changed a lot as well with the interface, but you can still select a lot of things what we need actually. So you can go in filters and you can choose, for example, on the job success, on amount of like English level, on hourly rate, hours billed, last activity, right? So you can find a lot of people based on different criteria. So what I suggest you to look for, if you're going to look for a VA, look for people in the Philippines. Why Philippines? Because in the Philippines they're speaking English natively, so it's their native language, and they do speak really well. Because if you gonna go to other Asian countries, they don't speak English, natively. They have to learn English. In Philippines, that's their first language together with Tagalog. Tagalog is another language, but they speak English very well. So for example, let's go and type Philippines here, and let's go to search someone who can help me with social media marketing. So keep in mind for example, when you're going to look for people, you need to be, I would say, start outsourcing the easiest work, because you will eventually see if the person is responsible, if he's not, the way how she does track and the way she does do the job, then you can make further decisions. So I could say I was a bit lucky as well, because I found Nina, we started working with each other, and we basically started, understanding each other straight away. So let me actually put here another information. So we have category, right? So let's go for social media marketing. We can choose languages. So Philippines, if you choose, it's going to be English anyways. So okay, let's see for results. So you can see those results, people, right? So you can see, for example, their job success, which is very important because that could tell you. So you can do already like a pre-screen on those profiles, and then you can start testing the people. So you may end up, for example, if you're going to hire someone, you may end up being 100% success rate, and you'll be very happy, and you can start building that connection. It could be happening. You have another option where some things might not go wrong, so don't be frustrated because of that, just try to hire another people, try to test, and eventually you'll find it. There is also other methods of hiring VAs through different agencies, right? So I don't really want to recommend you that method because I haven't really tested it that much, even though it still might be good. But I want to suggest you to go mostly on Upwork, because you can do a lot of screening on Upwork and you can understand, the past experience, the history of orders, and just, you can already kind of like understand if the person is responsible or if he's or she is not. So this is very good points about Upwork. And another thing, when you, and I'll show you in the next lectures as well on how we can start building that relationship. But at the beginning, it's very important to you start, providing that easier tasks. So you start messaging those VAs, because what they need obviously to have some sort of security, trust. They can trust you. They know that you're serious, that you're doing the right things. And then if you provide them good things as well, if you say, okay, for example, they give you, let's say, this fixed price or hourly rate, right? And you try to really keep up, you try to really explain them what to do, and then you can start building that good connection. Because for especially people in the Philippines, for them, the trust, the security, that communication is the most important. So you can establish it at the beginning, you won't have any problems. So once again, go on Upwork, research there, because it has a lot of criteria. So you can search for top rated as well, for rising talent, for a lot of different criteria. And then Philippines is good because if you're gonna go, for example, for freelancers like in US, right, that might be pretty cost. I will say cost is rising. And if you go to countries like Europe, let's say like Serbia maybe, right? If you go to Montenegro, the cost will be good, but the problem is the English. English is not their first language in majority of countries. So the Philippines, that's the biggest advantage, that English is the first language. So to sum up this lecture, hiring a VA is a really big step. So what you need to understand is the first thing, you need to properly write all the tasks you're doing. Because if you just have no idea about that, you're just doing everything and you're trying to hire VA, it's going to be a mess. So you need to write down all the tasks. And then from that list, you might see, for example, some things that you can outsource, some things that you can start, teaching the VA to do that. Because for example, let's say it takes you 30 minutes to do something, right? And you can outsource and teach your VA to do those 30 minutes, so you can use those 30 minutes for something that is more important for your business. And this is the key as well. So maybe you're at the point where you're fine, you're doing everything yourself, you're happy, you don't need a VA. That's fine as well. But going forward, you need to always look for VA, because let's say something happened to you as well, you have to take a few days off, or you have to, something happened as well, and you don't have anyone who could support you. And I remember in my case, that was very, very big. I had a lot of, for me, was tough moments where I was doing Fiverr, I was still at university, I had important exams, I had important things going on, and I had also projects which are very important. So the only way for me was to go on vacation mode, basically where my gigs will be disappearing from the search and I'll be losing a lot of business. So instead of losing the business, you can have a person who can support you, who can help you, and it's going to be basically like your right hand, where you can really trust, you can really build that connection, and then from that you can start hiring more people as well. Thank you guys so much for watching this lecture. Let me know if you have any questions. Also, please, I know this following lecture is going to be very important, and the whole section in general, so please post your questions in the group. Also, you will see other group members who will be sharing about their experiences with the VAs, with hiring people. So this is very, very important topic. You can also ask questions, because I have a lot of experience from that, doing that. I've been interviewing a lot of people, going to Philippines a lot. So ask me, and I'm always happy to help you.